So thank you to everyone who is making it happen. We are processing ballots and curing signatures. We have had teams here overnight, pretty much 24-hour operation to get all the mail ballots processed. We just released results that include ballots received from the U.S. Post Office yesterday morning. That includes 9,271. Total number of ballots that were dropped off at the vote centers yesterday were approximately 54,000. The next update we expect to come tonight after 10 p.m. will roughly be 55,000 ballots plus anything that is cured. So any signature cure will also be in that total. That 55,000 are election day drop-off ballots, and the remaining post office ballots from yesterday morning. Again, plus signature cures. Please remember, the 55,000 ballots are a raw count of what we received. The ballots still have to go through our verification process before they can be tabulated. Very important to remember. We also want to remind voters that you have until November 12th to cure your signature. So you can call us, 702-455-6552 or 455-VOTE, or you can go to the quick website that the Secretary of State has available at cure.nv.gov. As of 11 a.m. today, Clark County roughly has 12,000 signatures that still need to be cured. So that's our updates for today, and I'll be happy to take any questions.
Can you please give us an update?
Can you please give us an update in terms of the number of ballots that were cured yesterday to today? I know that number was currently at 12,000.
Keep in mind, curing is fluid. So as we have the phone lines open, we have folks calling in. So far from the overall total, it's been over 9,000. But right now we have 12,000 that's still yet to be cured. So it's a fluid number. Keep that in mind every day, every minute as we speak now, it changes.
Hello. So I was curious approximately since there were 15,000 ballots for the yesterday, today about 2,000.
I don't have that total in front of me, but I can get that to you, not a problem.
Thank you. Quick question. What exactly is what the issue?
Well, for sure it's mismatch, or some folks forget to sign. So those are the major issues with why they go to signature here. Yes. Keep in mind, we're still, going through the process of counting our mail ballots. It's hard to say now. It is premature, but as we get closer to November 12th, most importantly to November 15th. So November 15th, we canvass our election. That's a very important date at 1 p.m. That's when our results become official. That's when we can truly say that this is our results from the election. Buenos días. Claro que sí, claro que sí. Buenas tardes. Qué gusto me da que están aquí. Quiero anunciar que todo va como planeado. Estamos muy agradecidos con todos los compañeros que nos han ayudado en hacer esta elección posible. Aún estamos trabajando muy duro y muchas horas para poder llevar a cabo los procesos que todavía necesitamos hacer para acabar y terminar y cerrar esta elección. Estamos trabajando casi 24 horas y les agradezco a todo el equipo nuevamente de seguir haciendo todo el trabajo que están haciendo para llevar esta elección a terminar. Estamos anunciando también que estamos anunciando los resultados preliminares todos los días. Hoy en particular va a ser 2 veces. Hemos contado 9,271 de lo que hemos recibido ayer en la mañana por el correo. Aún no tenemos las cifras de la noche o hoy en la mañana. Recibimos de los centros electorales, recibimos 54,000 de los votantes que depositaron en las urnas en cada sitio de votación ayer. La próxima actualización que vamos a tener de resultados va a ser después de las 10 de la noche, que más o menos va a ser 55,000 que viene de estos centros electorales, pero también de las personas que han verificado su firma. Es muy importante acordarse que esa cifra incluye lo que ya le llamamos la cifra preliminar. Aún tenemos que verificar esas firmas, esas boletas, y entonces podemos decir que los podemos contar, o lo que llamamos aquí en inglés tabulation. Y también queremos recordar a los votantes que si han recibido notificación que tienen que verificar su firma, tienen hasta el 12 de noviembre de hacerlo. Les exhortamos que tienen que hacerlo antes de el 5 de la tarde, el 12 de noviembre. Pueden llamarnos al 702-455-6552 o el 455-3666, que es la línea en español. También pueden ir al sitio web del secretario de Estado, que es el cure.nb.gov, y desde las 9 de la mañana hoy tenemos más o menos 12,000 votantes que aún tienen que verificar su firma. Aún están a tiempo de hacerlo, y esos son los últimos datos hasta el día de hoy, hasta ahorita en la mañana, y puedo contestar cualquier pregunta. Gracias. Yes. Hi.
After the day release this coming Monday, do you have a ballpark sense of how many arriving mail-in ballots are still to come, just to kind of get a sense over what could still be coming if you have 55,000 numbers in the next few days of arriving ballots?
So I just want to be clear. Everything from Election Day, we are projected that we arrive through the ballot boxes. So that number is the big number that you're hearing. The majority of that number is from the ballot boxes that we received yesterday. We are projected to have that completed tonight after 10 p.m. We don't have the amount that we received through the post office in the evening yesterday and in the morning today, but we will get that number, not necessarily tabulated, but we will have that number available later on today. Yes. So as we go through the process, we'll get the numbers to you guys. Yes.
And I know more still coming in, but it's fair to say that majority over 55,000 counted today. Those over 30 counted, or those still that includes 30?
So those have to go through the process. Remember, we have to go through the verification process, so it can be less. Some go to cure. Some have to include their ID in their mail ballot packet. They may or may not have that. So there's sometimes those situations where it's not the complete 55,000 that goes to tabulation, but that's the raw count that we receive. That's the pieces of mail that we have yet to process. That we could account for, yes. That includes, yes, that includes the 54,000 that arrived from the drop boxes yesterday. So we don't have the post office count from last night or the post office count from this morning, but we're working on it. Mm-hmm.
Well, a quick question as well. How long is the cure process taking? Do you expect there to be more ballots that happen here as well?
It could be. The mail ballot signature cure process is very quick. Once we get that phone call, the voter provides pertinent personal information that we can use to verify their identity, and then we can proceed. It doesn't take long. I really urge the voters to take advantage of that quick and easy way to cure their signature. It's not hard, and that way they make sure their ballot counts.
We heard in 2022 all these several thousand ballots that didn't count because people, election workers could not get a hold of these people to cure their ballot. And now we have several ballots on these that are going to wait to cure. How concerned are you with all these thousands of votes that didn't count in 2022? And now we have all of these ballots that have to be cured now. I mean, is there any concern about that? Has anyone thought about maybe changing something so all these votes don't count?
So the signature cure process is easy and it's quick. We hope voters do take advantage of that and pay attention to our robocalls, our emails. We are sending it to them every single day. So if they're on the signature cure list, unlike other years, we are sending this information to them every single day. We hope they contact us back because it is on the voter to contact us and make sure we receive the information.
Thank you for doing this. You mentioned earlier that there was kind of an overnight scheme. Was that always part of the plan to have people work through the night? And do you expect to do that again tonight and in coming days?
Great question. So we did increase our capacity, and that included not only equipment but staff members. We had to increase the number of teams we have now, and we had to increase our shifts as well. So yes, this is new to 2024, and in that way we can finish and be more efficient and not skip any steps and be just as accurate as we always are and always need to be. It's very important.
Thank you. And just to clarify, was that increase because of the influx of voting turnout, or was that planned ahead of election day?
It was definitely planned ahead of election day. We started identifying what we can do since the presidential preference primary. As we went through that election, we tweaked a little bit what we had in plan, and then the primary once more, and then we saw, we know what's the volume increase in the general, so it's definitely working out to our benefit. It's going really smooth. Thank you.
Could you go over how election day rate ordering issues are picked up at polling locations, whether it's stress rate, any election workers?
The nice thing is there was no major hiccups. Everything went really smooth as planned. You have to remember it's a whole year of planning to get to the point of conducting an election, conducting early voting. We go through many plans, conversations, tabletop exercises, and it paid off. Our team was well prepared, our systems were well tested, and everyone was on board as far as what we're doing and what we had up against. We had lots of meetings with security, with upper management. All our staff members were on the same page, and that's very important. So we had great communication, great plans in place, and it really showed off yesterday. I'm really proud of my team. We did excellent. Thank you.
Hi, you talked about how the process is run very smoothly right at the top. I was wondering if you could just talk about any security concerns or even threats that have been leveled at your firm or any others involved in the tabulation process, and what's been done to fortify against that.
So we are aware. We do have to have extensive conversations with security at a federal, state, and local level. We have had that for many years. It's nothing new to 2024. Before every election cycle, we have those conversations. We have those tabletop exercises. It's not only physical, it's also cybersecurity, right? We have to make sure we have the right services in place. We have our, metro enforcement here. We have our county police here. So it's not just what you see, but it's also what you don't see. We have folks watching over us, helping us, and making sure we have the proper security protocols in place. And I think we've done a great job of doing that. And we made sure that our voters felt safe, but also our workers, which is really, really important to us. Thank you.
Just my way of follow-up, was there more done because of the nature of this election in 2024? Were these agencies more on it?
It's actually standard practice now. We know what occurred in elections past. We know what occurs in other jurisdictions. We are well aware. Thankfully, we did not have an incident that any injuries, any true threats that were fulfilled. But we were definitely well prepared this year.
Fiscal Aguilar had said yesterday that some of the ballots that need to be cured are coming from younger voters, first-time voters. Are you seeing that here in Clark County as well?
I cannot comment on what Mr. Secretary Aguilar has mentioned, but I can tell you it can be anyone. It can be at any age. You know, folks may not remember how they signed, you know, at the DMV or when they registered to vote. So it's important that folks are aware when you go to the DMV, please sign as you would like us to see and verify in your voter record. It's important to take note of that. Many folks don't understand that we use that signature to reference, to compare to their mail ballot envelope signature. It's more about awareness and making sure they read our instructions. We do provide extensive instruction on please, your signature is really important, and make sure it is accurate.
Hello, I was wondering, of the 55,000 ballots that will be released later tonight, were those signature verified?
Not yet. So I had mentioned they still need to go through the verification process before they are tabulated. Yes.
I was also wondering, has there been ballots that have been successfully cured but are yet to be counted?
Yes. Yes.
Again, you mentioned earlier that the count, the 55,000, didn't include entries from the post office yesterday or this morning. Do you have any idea as to when you might receive the numbers from yesterday this morning?
So yesterday morning, we do have that count. It was over 10,000 from the mail only, and in the morning. And of those, 9271 have been posted at the recent posting that we did about 1 o'clock. And so we still have a little of those left, which is part of that 55,000 that we're going to run through the process.
I was just curious, obviously with the still votes being counted that comes from right now, is it very likely that you're not going to know a winner for, Rosen versus Van Brown? Probably until the 12th or the 14th? Is that something? Jackie Rosen has said she is not going to say anything until every vote is counted.
I appreciate that question because many folks don't understand, here in the state of Nevada, we do have to wait for all the signatures that come in to be cured to count on November 12th. We have provisionals that we will count that day as well. We have to wait for postmarked envelopes on Saturday and non-postmarked coming in Friday. So there are several steps still pending. So that's a good point. But remember, everything is unofficial. Nothing is official till November 15th, 1 p.m., where the commissioners approve the results of the election.
I know what I'm saying right now, it hasn't.
It's unofficial at this point. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Thank you. All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a